Hello, Moraga. My name is Julie Parks, and I am your new superintendent of the Moraga School District. It is my absolute pleasure to join this amazing community and to serve all of you. While it is still July and we have some precious time left in summer vacation, there have been some announcements in the last few weeks that are important for families to know. As a communicator, I will commit to communicating transparently and frequently to keep parents informed. Since we all get a lot of emails these days, I will occasionally put out video messages, like this one, to ensure that everyone gets the necessary information. So for today, there will be several topics covered. First, I will begin with a brief introduction. Next, we'll get into some important information that you need to know for school starting. Then I will transition into a brief outline of the new COVID-19 safety mandates from the CDPH. And at the end, I will share some exciting updates about the progress on Measure V and our facilities prep. Okay, a little about me. While I am new to the Moraga community, I am a La Miranda veteran. I grew up in Lafayette, attending our local schools and engaging in a lot of the extracurricular activities that our students still enjoy today, from rec swimming to the National Charity League. After graduation, I attended UCLA prior to joining Teach for America and beginning my career in education. I didn't know that first year in the Bronx that I would become a lifelong educator, but the compelling work of ensuring that all students have access to an excellent education has become my life's passion. After returning to California, I continued teaching middle school science in Bay Point, eventually transitioning into administration. I worked as a vice principal at Mount Diablo High School and an assistant principal at San Ramon Valley High School for 4 years prior to becoming principal of nearby Miramonte High School, where I have served for the last 7 years. Just this last year, I finished my doctorate in education at USC, and I am so excited to join the team here at Moraga. Throughout this journey, I will tell you the most challenging transition was leaving the classroom. It is the place we have the most impact on the lives of our students. However, as I lead, I continue to hold the same values and priorities that I held in my middle school classroom: a commitment to equity and access, building capacity, and developing deep connections. These are the values that I will bring to Moraga as we enter into this post-pandemic year. Speaking of post-pandemic, we are opening for full in-person instruction on August 10th. Our teachers will return the prior week to prepare their lessons in classrooms to greet our students. There is nothing better than the first day of school. As we approach the end of summer, new parents should visit our website for registration details, and returning parents can expect to receive directions for updating information on the parent portal. Look out for communications coming from site principals and our Education Foundation, MEF, as we approach the end of July. As we prepare for full in-person opening to the 2021-2022 school year, we are also preparing to continue to offer an engaging and safe environment for our students and staff. This week, the California Department of Public Health issued updated mandates. The guidance is grounded in ensuring access to full in-person instruction with as much instructional time as possible. And it focuses on maintaining multiple measures of mitigation to keep our students learning and in the classroom. The updates also acknowledge and take into account unknowns associated with variants and the barriers to tracking vaccination status. So what does this look like for our kids? While you're still developing finalized plans for Moraga, there is a lot of good news in these mandates. Students will no longer need to wear masks outdoors, allowing more flexibility in engaging with peers, playing, and eating lunch. This will be a big difference for our kids in terms of their experience at school and with each other. Other good news involves the physical distancing requirements. With students wearing masks indoors, we will no longer have to enforce the distancing requirements that we had in the spring. Not only does this ensure that our classrooms can operate at capacity, but it allows our teachers to use some of those best strategies in the classroom, like group work and partner sharing that really get our students interacting with each other and the content. The mandate continues to recommend frequent cleaning and best practices for hygiene, which I think we can all agree are great changes that we've made in our schools. Our new ventilation systems will continue to provide optimum airflow indoors. Lastly, quarantine mandates have been updated to provide less restrictive measures, keeping our students in school as much as possible. So as we get ready to open, staff will be discussing more specifics of these guidelines and sharing them with families. Lastly, while our facilities are being prepared for opening and various projects are happening at each site to update internet access, install new voice over IP phones, and move furniture to prepare for full in-person opening, JM is currently getting the biggest overhaul. Measure V has already resulted in some fabulous modernization projects at our elementary schools, and now JM is getting its turn. While you have likely watched some of the progress as you have driven by, I have had the privilege of walking on the campus several times in the last few weeks and getting to see firsthand what's really happening on site. The new paint and plants will be a welcome sight as we begin classes this fall, and students will be greeted with updated interior spaces, including new carpet and flooring, updated bathrooms, and new technology integration that are going to make their experiences in those classrooms really great. Our gym in particular is looking fantastic. Our library, as you can see in this image here, is still under construction, but it'll be including a new media wall that's going to be a great update for instruction and also for community gatherings. I'm really excited to open up those doors and have everybody get to see these wonderful improvements. So as I close up, I want to use this quote from famous educator Rita Pierson. Every child deserves a champion, an adult who never gives up on them, who understands the power of connection and insists that they become the best they can possibly be. As we begin this new year together, building connectedness will be a primary focus, and I look forward to connecting with all of you.